wife. I'll probably be here for the rest of my life. I'm living on the island. When summer comes and winter falls, the island ladies go to shopping malls. Take daddy's credit card and charge it all. They're living on an island. Oh, we're living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm just basking in the sun.
Hey, Anthony, give me a vodka. Is that your Camaro? It's gorgeous.
You know, I went to high school with Billy Joel.
I go to Hamptons on Friday night. I party hard until sunshine bright. Then I'm sitting in traffic on Sunday night. I'm living on an island. Yeah, living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm not hurting anyone. Aww.
And
we're
here.
back.
Yo, we're back.
I never thought we would be together again.
I know. You were texting me. We didn't see each other. From the last show, we did not see each other.
We didn't. It was horrible. It was a terrible, terrible hiatus. Never again. Never again. We should at least meet up for like a barbecue or something.
It was like 5 weeks.
Was it 5 weeks?
It was 5 weeks.
Feels like forever. But so much happened in those 5 weeks.
A lot happened in those 5 weeks.
So much happened.
I just want to say we have amazing guest. We have an amazing guest tonight. So
wait till you see it.
We'll tell you. We'll tell you about amazing guest. But we have a lot to cover.
We do.
So you tell me what you did in the 5 weeks.
Well, it's Pride Month, as you know, and I was so lucky to attend the Pride for Youth Gala at Westbury Manor. It was absolutely wonderful. There were authors there. It was a charity event, and Claire came with me, and our cousin came, and we had just an absolute blast. And we got these great Neiman Marcus bracelets.
They're nice, yeah. That's very nice.
It's a very funny thing for me because I've always really been involved with LGBT youth and Pride. But when I was younger, you'd be at like a bar getting drunk, right? And now that I'm older, I'm at like these banquets with like really important people.
And it was a banquet, huh?
Like the head of Northwell was over here, and just these amazing people. And Tawny is just the most amazing person in the world. She's the director there, so she sat me right next to her, and it was such an honor. It was such an amazing honor.
But
that's
great.
They do such amazing work, and just very briefly, they're opening up a new site. So that's 3 sites on Long Island that they have. They have a mobile health unit for LGBT youth and also for adults. If you need help getting prescriptions, if you need help with anything mental health related or physically related, and you fall underneath the queer umbrella, please reach out to Pride for Youth, 516-679-9000. I may still be on the recording that they have, but I was shook by how many services that they had for young people that you could take advantage of.
That's great. No, that's awesome.
It was absolutely, I was crying floored. So it was amazing, and for this to learn about all this during Pride is just, it was such an experience. But I know you had an experience too.
I had quite a few experiences.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, let me see. So first I went to Don's wedding, Don and Wendy Sill.
Congratulations.
Shout out. Fun, beautiful place. It was had a great wedding. And then like a week later, I got sideswiped by a bus. I don't want to get too much, but I got sideswiped by someone, and the driver, sideswiped, not hit, ripped my front bumper off. And the police officer, who was a really wonderful woman, she said she knew I was in the right and everything. And she said, if you can drive your car home, because the bumper fell off. So my son helped me put the bumper on. I duct taped it and I drove it home. I didn't have to get a tow truck.
That's typical Benny Rizzuti. I duct taped it.
It was right down. It was down the road.
Yeah.
It was like a quarter of a mile from my house.
And did I call you?
You called me. You wanted me. You and Nancy wanted me to go to the hospital. I said it wasn't a collision.
Who else did I call to get on your case?
It was a sideswipe. Don Sill.
That's right, I did.
Don called me.
That's right. Nobody messes with my dad.
All right. So. Yeah, I know. I'm your father.
Oh, I tried to get everybody.
Your comedy dad.
You're my comedy dad. I tried to get everybody on your case. I'm like, go get checked out, because you never know. Like you could like jarble a synapse.
It wasn't anything like that. It would just rip. So anyway, then I got the car back last week, and I got it back the night before, and I'm very excited about this. My 50th high school reunion.
Congratulations!
Yeah, 50
I saw the
years.
pictures. Did you first? So I saw a picture where Benny was holding his high school diploma. Now, was that the first time that you received it? Or
No,
Oh, okay.
I on Facebook I wrote this Friday I'm getting my high school diploma. I'm so excited because it only took 50 years. So some people believed it that it was 50 years. So no, the truth was we got an honorary new diploma.
Oh,
Which
wonderful.
says, so there was a picture. So we did get a diploma. We got a Bayshore High School. Beautiful. They put a new wing on since then. The new wing they put on like 2010, I think, or so.
Nice.
So
Is it the Benny Rizzuti
so-
Arts and
no,
Theater Wing?
Not the
no?
No. I'll try to get into that if we have time. So we're running low on time here. They showed us the new wing. They showed us that their workout room is like the workout room in a stadium.
Yeah, like an
like
Olympic
a football
gym. Yeah.
Olympic gym. Oh, but great. I'm happy for them. Gave us a tour of the school. Then
A lot changes in 50
a lot
years.
changes.
They have outlets and electricity, and I know
right.
it's a lot.
No
more oil
torches,
lamps.
no more
and-
oil lamps. Yeah, no more telegraph.
I know, it's amazing.
They actually, yeah. They
got
have
rid of all
phones
the
and
pigeons.
internet and everything.
All the carrier pigeons are gone now.
And they actually, this is cool. Bayshore High School now does the screening on Long Island for Harvard University.
Oh.
So if you want to go to Harvard, you have to go to Bayshore and they screen you to
That's
see if you're eligible.
fantastic.
So then they gave us all our diplomas, and of course I was thinking of something to say. So I got my diploma and I said, next stop, Harvard! And
That's where we're
and then-
going, though,
yeah.
right? So are you going to enroll?
yeah, I'm going to try.
I'm just like Rodney Dangerfield. I love it. I love
Hey,
it.
whoa, that's
Hey,
one of
get
my
no
favorite
respect.
movies. But Rodney Back to School.
Yes.
That's like Rodney's classic film.
Oh, yeah, the pool scene with the diving. Just
So
chef's
anyway,
kiss.
we had a meet and greet, and at the meet and greet, I was surprised that people were coming up to me, remembering funny stories about me.
Okay.
And they were calling me the class clown. So I think out of all the students, and I told everybody I don't try to be.
Yeah, we're
I
just,
don't
there's something
try.
wrong with us. That's
Yeah.
why we're funny. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, and you even say my funniest stuff is when I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be funny.
So not to brag, but I was the class clown, like in the yearbook.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that
No,
was
no, I
the
never-
superlative that
but,
I won. Yeah.
And one girl came, and it was funny because we first met up in a bar the night before for the meet and greet. And some of us was saying the same, I can't recognize half these people. And we had name tags, and we couldn't. And then the next night, we had it after we got our diplomas. Okay, that's 7 minutes. After we got our diplomas, we went to Captain Bill's that night, 8 o'clock at
Captain
night,
Bill's.
and had a beautiful reception over in Captain Bill's. It was beautiful, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
Before we introduce our next guest, I did want to shout out, we do have a sponsor. You're going to find out more about them later, but it is Sip and Say, located in Merrick, New York. We will bring them up later, but just for you guys that are looking for a drink right now, if you go to their website, sipsay.com, and type in Gagootz in the discount code, you get 15% off.
How awesome
And
is
this
that?
wine all came from them today, and it was just lovely. And I spoke with Adam, the owner, today, who's also a sommelier. It's won Best of Long Island 2022 and 2023.
Wow, great.
They're fantastic, and he's actually a sommelier, so he doesn't carry, he has your regular stuff, but he also has a lot of curated stuff, and he can also find you expensive, rare bottles of wine, which is nice. And I was there before this to go visit him, and I may or may not have had half a bottle of wine.
Which is why we went overtime a little bit.
Yeah, sorry about
So-
that, might be. But our next guest.
Well, before we bring up our next guest, we have a little video clip of all the shows coming up. So our guest, we didn't even mention our guest is Dorothy Sorback.
From the Golden Girls.
And Golden Girls Gone Wild. Golden Girls Gone Wild. And we have a little clip to show you all their shows that are coming up really soon.
Oh, you guys are going to love this. All right, roll it, Bobby.
All right, we're coming back.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the Gagootz Show. Dorothy Sorback.
Oh,
Benny, I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you so much.
So glad you can make it. What do you have?
I am so glad that you can make it. I absolutely love the Golden Girls. This is a true celebrity that we have with us today. Live
kind.
shows, people absolutely love them. The diversity of the shows and the diversity of the people that you entertain blows my mind.
Yes.
And how long is the show about?
Well, the show, it depends on the format. It can run anywhere from 1 hour to 3 hours over a dinner setting and
I can
multiple
imagine
courses.
all the people wanting to take pictures with you. I see all these pictures. They must take hours.
Yes, it's a curse. It's a curse, Jen.
It's a curse. And so popular. Where can we find more information on how to book you guys?
Well, Murder Mystery Manhattan was so generous booking us. They actually saw me at the Dade County Community Theater at the Playhouse there. We were doing a little show, and they said, you need to be in our show. So they booked us, and we're all over www.murdermysterymanhattan.com.
Murder mystery. So what is the basis of the murder mystery? Is it a...
Well, now, Jen, I don't want to give too much away.
Please don't, because I have to go.
Oh, yes. Well, all the girls are there, and there's different scenarios. We actually have about 5 different scenarios. And the first one is in honor of me and my birthday. And, well, you know how tough it is for me to get a date. And
an
my
ongoing
mother
saga.
throws me a birthday party and a dating game. And it's very interactive. And we call up 3 bachelors from the audience. And we have a dating game. And I get to pick one to go on an all-expense paid cruise.
Wow, that must
Yes.
end well.
Oh, wow.
It always did in the show, that's for sure.
Yes.
You are so, I've watched a lot of clips, you are so incredibly vivacious and wonderful, and just the diversity of, we have Dorothy here today, but I heard that there are other people that you know as well.
Well, we are in very good company.
Yes.
When Keith Dougherty, the owner of the company, called.
Heard
and when
good things about him.
Yes, yes. And when he called and I saw the roster, I mean, who would not want to work with aging film goddess Gloria Swansong in Sunsex Boulevard, Joan Clawfoot in Mommy Fearest? I mean, it just goes on and on. Kim Kardashian makes an appearance. Yes. Oh,
The
yes.
camp in me
Teresa
is loving it.
Scamputo, a local goddess is the psychic psycho. Oh, it just goes on and
I heard
on.
there might be some Sex in the City stuff too.
Yes, and just like that, Sex in the City, not only murder, but drag bingos as well. And we understand that the Sopranos are opening tomorrow night up at the Villa Roma Resort. Yes, every Wednesday night through Labor Day.
Wow, so you are just busy, busy, busy.
Yes, we keep very busy.
And we are just so happy that you came all the way down, all the way up to visit us today. You took a long, long ride.
Yes, yes, it was a long ride and an even longer flight from Miami.
I
but
know.
It's always nice to get a break from the heat.
It is. Even
Of course,
though we
we
are
drove into the
sweltering.
rain after the airport, but you take what you can get. Because I'm just thrilled. I wouldn't miss being here.
You're our greatest guest ever. You really are.
Oh, Benny.
Benny's absolutely smitten.
Are
we were
you
getting ready in the
single?
back.
Yeah.
I told him no peeking.
That's why-
No peeking.
Benny,
That's
are
why I
you
can't
single?
I could be.
Benny's lovely wife, also our marketing manager, Nancy, is the one who set out the spread for us today.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
What a beautiful spread. I
And
didn't
these-
realize that I was going to be here for so long. I left my mother in the car.
Will she be joining us? You're going
Yes,
to
Ma. I think I left her. Oh, there she is.
You left me in the car. I've been waiting for 30 minutes.
I cracked a window, Ma.
Now I know why you left me here. You must have been distracted by this Sparky over here.
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm Benny.
Oh, Benny. Is that a piece of salami or are you just happy to see me?
Ma,
What?
park yourself.
Oh, this is comfy.
It is.
Much better than a car.
What are we doing here?
We're talking about the wonderful shows that we are in as part of Murder Mystery Manhattan.
Oh, Keith Dougherty. He's a wonderful fellow, let me tell you. I was playing the role of Juliet in Romeo and Juliet. Don't picture it, it wasn't pretty.
Ma,
And he said I was a natural star. And he cast me at his murder mysteries.
he's a wonderful person and
Yes.
good looking, I heard.
Yeah.
Also.
Very good looking.
handsome, yes. Now, Ma, are you all right? Do you need a sip of something since you were in the car?
Oh, no, I'm okay. Let me see. I want a cheese cube, though. Who made this nice spread?
That was
You,
all
Benny?
Nancy.
Nancy.
Yeah,
And
my
she
wife
peeled
Nancy
these
did it.
pistachios, so it's all fun. None
Yeah,
of the work.
she shelled all these pistachios.
Hand
which is-
shelled pistachios.
Yeah.
I don't mind if I do. Ma,
How
afraid-
long did that take her?
I'm not sure how long would it have taken you.
you lovely woman.
Just 1 minute, 1
Is that
hour.
her? Oh,
1
my
hour.
Yes, yes.
Another looker. How
She's
are
our
you,
marketing
Nancy?
manager.
She
Do you
can't-
share?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Sure you can. She's just gonna throw them at you. She's like, here, don't bring them back. I'm just kidding.
You're a lucky man, Benny.
Very lucky.
Why, thank you very much, Sophia.
I now know to keep my hands off. Maybe.
I'm still hiding the salami.
Oh, Benny.
That's my favorite game. Blanche taught me it.
Yeah, hide the salami, and she cheats, trust me.
She does. We let her, though. It's okay.
I'm glad she's not here. Now I might have a chance, because.
It's always been tough. It's always been a topic coming up with Blanche, always trying to find her
Try
way
living
in.
with her. You
I
can't.
wouldn't.
She even goes for the mailman. My goodness! And I always said her legs are always so far apart. They're pen pals.
Love it, love it. So I know Nancy, the marketing manager, is actually who met you guys. And
She did.
She just fell in love. She was telling me so much how much she loved Sophia and Dorothy, and they had to be on our show. And then we spoke with Keith.
Yes.
And Keith is just amazing. The diversity, I know I keep saying the word diversity, but really, he's so charismatic. He does a bunch of different types of shows.
Yes.
And he seems just incredibly busy.
He writes them all as well.
Oh, my goodness.
Writes them and directs them and performs in most of them, and it's nice. It's nice
Is
to
he
be
single?
diverse. Yes, he is.
I think that's someone you should go after.
Are you single?
I'm not. I am
Oh.
married.
The good
right.
ones are always taken.
It's always how it goes, right?
I know. Maybe I should give him a little ring. He
You
did
really
give me his
should.
card, and I do love New York.
I cannot get over. I've watched Golden Girls since I was young. It was on syndication, but I
Yes.
am also very old now. And to meet you guys and to be immersed in this is amazing.
Oh,
I
thank
didn't
you so
expect
much.
it to be so incredibly immersive and wonderful.
Well, you have to come to one of our shows. Talk about interactive. And then, I was telling them before you escaped from the car that we had the show where you threw me that wonderful birthday party, and we called men up from the audience to get me a date. Then, of course, that was that other show, Cruising with the Golden Girls. Well, we left the booking of the cruise up to
Rose.
Bubblehead.
She booked us on a gay cruise instead of a single cruise.
Now, don't get me wrong. I am a fan of the gays. Love it. I'm the first one at Drag Bingo, which Keith also does. But we wanted a cruise. It was a singles cruise, we thought, and I wanted to meet a man for me to maybe take me out to a nice dinner and a little weekend getaway, maybe in the mountains. And, needless to say, we had to get off at Fire Island when
We
they
jumped
stopped
ship.
for a tea dance, and we ended up at Anthony's Windows on the Lake, where we met Nancy. Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
I also had my boyfriend with me at the time, Salvatore Ragusa, and my God, I could not keep those men off my boyfriend. I had to kick them off. Benny, I'm telling you, they were like white on rice, so we had to jump ship.
Well, yes, it was best for all of us. I still didn't
was.
meet a date, but we had a wonderful time at Anthony's. We can't wait to go back.
That is absolutely fantastic. And I'm almost speechless because this is a dream right now. Like I'm living in like a fantasy here.
Oh,
living in an
my.
She's
absolute
immersed,
fantasy.
yeah.
I am
You
immersed.
see, I
She's
bring you to
immersed.
all the best
Yeah.
places, Mom.
I don't want to
doesn't
brag.
have anything to do with the wine.
No, a little
No.
bit maybe. Our sponsor is a wine sponsor now, Sip and Say. But
Oh.
it's the best sponsor to have is a liquor store. Am I right?
Yeah.
And they
There
gave
you
us
go.
these
Works for
bottles.
me.
They gave us the bottles. Sip and Say in Belmore. Fantastic sommelier owns it. He's wonderful, named Adam.
My,
So
I'm
nice.
liking Long Island more and more.
Yeah.
I know, maybe we should extend our trip,
think
Pussycat.
we
I'm
should.
thinking you absolutely should. Long Island's amazing. We have so much drinking. That's
Really?
all we have to say. We have got the vineyards. We've got my house full of booze.
Speaking of
amazing.
vineyards, that's another place where we perform, City Winery up in the beautiful Hudson Valley.
Oh,
Yes, in
wow.
Montgomery, New York, and we are being wooed by the City Winery on Pier 57 in Manhattan. So,
And when are you going to be there?
when are we back at City Winery?
July 17th, we're doing a bingo. So you get a show and we play a couple games of bingo.
Golden Girls Drag Bingo doesn't get much better than that.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
And I think the prize is what, $250,
$250
Pussycat?
prize for the grand prize full card.
For me, it's just being there. I love the Golden Girls so much so that my I actually have a room with all rattan furniture.
Oh.
And it's my Golden Girls room. It's the breezeway of my home.
Oh, see?
And God, my mother-in-law pulled through on one thing in her life and gave me her rattan, but everything else has been kind of a flop.
Own little lanai.
I want to
See?
stay with her,
Lanai.
Pussycat.
I'm sure it can be arranged.
You can come too,
Absolutely.
Benny.
All right.
It'll be a party without
Benny's
you.
going with me,
All
Ma.
right.
Don't
Wow.
be greedy now.
Oh, God. We'll have to talk it over with Nancy over there.
She already said she would share, and
Oh,
I'm
that's
going to
good.
hold her to it.
She'd be willing to rent me out too.
Oh, well, I have a list.
What do you go for, Benny?
I live on a
Name your price.
I live on a meager teacher salary,
yeah.
but I'm
That's
sure I
true.
could crack open the piggy bank for a little, you know.
Oh,
Whoa, a little Blanche
I
coming out
didn't
in that.
expect this.
I didn't expect that from
You
Dorothy.
see how I blossom without Blanche?
You really do. You
Stepping
really
on my
do.
toes.
Wow.
And how has it been traveling without Blanche and without Sophia? Not Sophia. I'm so sorry.
That's
Rose.
okay,
Rose.
Rose.
She's easy to
We
forget.
forget about her
Yes.
too sometimes.
Yeah, back in St. Olaf. and
She's
I
back
just-
there. She
I
she
trail
couldn't
away.
come with us. She had to go back for a family funeral. They were burying the family cow.
I assumed as much.
She was
Yeah.
very close.
Yes. Unfortunately, and I
She's
think
been grieving for months now, I want to say.
yes, it's a
It's
sin.
Wow.
terrible. Yeah. Do you like cows? They're okay.
They're okay, yeah.
Rose is ridiculously close to cows. I don't know.
Well, back
Wow.
in St. Olaf, it was a big deal.
Yes.
It must have been.
Yeah, it was a big deal. And she actually would win talent shows and things in St. Olaf Rose. So she's a small town girl back in blossoming in Miami with you guys.
Oh, she is.
Which is amazing. And then you have Blanche the Southern Belle. So many dynamic episodes, and she's just out of control. And then we have the two main characters right here.
right here.
The main
Right here, the
characters.
main
See
characters.
that, Ma?
If
You're
I
a
could
main
blush, I
character.
would be.
Oh, see?
I'm white as a
So
ghost.
you have to pinch.
I know, maybe I will.
Pinch a little.
Bring some colors back into these cheeks. Benny, don't give me those eyes, Benny.
Anyway,
He hasn't stopped smiling, Ma. You
I
better
know.
yeah, I haven't.
I'm getting a little hot under the collar.
Ma.
Sorry. Sorry, Benny, I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
We're going to show, there's something coming up in July.
Well, I know in July 29th is Keith's big birthday show up
Oh,
at City
Keith's-
Winery.
oh.
It's No Clue, a spoof on the movie and the board game Clue
Love that.
is up there at City
Oh, July
Winery.
15th at Meadow Blues Cafe is another
Yes,
Golden Girls.
that's another
And
Golden
don't you have
Girls.
something
Blues?
July 8th?
July 8th, isn't that at
Oh, the
Silk
Silk
Factory?
That's like next week.
Yes, the Silk
Where's the
Factory.
Right
Silk
there.
Factory?
And
in
there it is.
Newburgh, and it is a wonderful. It's Vesuvio and Philomena's wedding, which we happen to have been invited to. I'll
We
have you know. Yes, and it's a big, wild wedding. That's quite the family.
Wow.
Vesuvio and Philomena at the Silk Factory. Yes, in Newburgh.
Keith
Wow,
is
you're gonna love it.
busy.
Yes, he gets around. I've heard.
He certainly does. I mean,
And you're getting busy. You actually got us a sponsor,
yeah.
and you put together a little commercial.
Yep.
Oh,
So
I want to
let's all-
see. Can we see?
Oh, I'd love to see
Yeah.
that.
But just remember, before you go, Bobby, one sec. Sipsay.com, type in Gagootz in the discount code. You get 15% off, or go in there and say Gagootz. Let them know that you're fans of us. Wonderful place, a little different than regular liquor stores. The guy who owns it, Adam, is a sommelier. His wife, Dina, is a love. And whatever you're looking for, they'll find it. If they don't have it, they'll get it.
And
but
they'll
I'm telling
ship
you,
it
they
to
do.
you if you.
They actually have free local delivery to Nassau and a minimum for Suffolk. All right, take it away, Bobby.
Are you ready for Hot Girl Summer? Did you tell the guy that you like how you feel and he answered with, "You rock," or just ghosted you? Well, grab your keys. Don't have keys because your car's in the shop? Steal someone else's keys. So come on down to Sip and Say.
You got nice cans. Show me. Show
And
you
samples.
Tag in a minute.
Mmm.
3.
Stop by Sip and Say, Long Island's top-rated liquor store and wine shop. SipSay.com.
I'm proud to live in this great free country, and I'm proud of our commitment to free speech, and I'm proud of our country's commitment to protecting the rights of its citizens to work and live free from bigotry and violence. That's why I was amazed to discover that many people die each year in anti-gay attacks, and thousands more are left scarred emotionally and physically. Bigotry has no place in this great nation, and violence has no place in this world, but it happens. Prejudice hurts, kills. Please don't be a part of it.
Welcome back.
We're on time.
And we still have
I feel
Sophia and
famous.
Dorothy here. They didn't leave us during those messages,
I
which
couldn't.
is fantastic.
I couldn't tear myself away.
Not with Benny right here.
Ma.
Oh, well, he is ready to mingle. I'll tell you that much. Not so much single, but ready to mingle. But also,
yeah, I mingle a lot. I'm a mingler.
you're a mingler.
A mingler.
You're a mingler.
I like that.
We have this beautiful spread out for you. I can't tell you how much our marketing manager, Nancy, she needed to meet you guys. She needed to have you on the show after she met you guys.
She's lovely.
She's absolutely lovely. If she could take a moment she's working right now. Look at her working. Nancy, would you come up here and just say hello to everybody? I know you didn't want to be called up.
As his manager, she's
Bring
been
a bottle
amazing.
of water for Sophia, please.
Promoting everything.
Oh, look, she promotes everything 1,000 times, and it is just so amazing the reach that we were able to get. And I do like to say that out of all of the Long Island Live podcasts, we do have the most reach as far as what I can see for research. So we are very excited.
Thank you, Nancy.
And this is our Nancy
Nancy.
with the spread.
Oh, darling, how are you?
Prettier than I remember.
Thank you.
I love that
Thank
top. Where do you shop?
Right?
Roulalou.
Oh, Ma, write that down.
Sounds
Roulalou.
fancy.
I love it.
me
So
have
nice
another
when
glass,
someone doesn't
please?
say Amazon,
Empty
you know?
Empty one.
I
Also,
do that too.
Thank you,
Benny, look at Benny. Benny needs to wet his whistle.
Oh.
It's gonna wet your whistle, Sophia.
I'm looking forward to it.
I hope you like that water. I got that at a garage sale at Bill Cosby's house.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Crosby, yeah, Bill Cosby.
Bill Crosby.
I'm
You
getting
don't say.
Cosby, yeah.
Cosby. How quickly we forget Luigi, Ma.
Oh, that's my other boyfriend.
Oh, wow.
I meet
Oh,
them
yeah?
all at the senior center. I get around. I'm old, but I'm flexible, Benny.
Oh,
Oh,
Absolutely.
she's been hanging around Blanche much too much. She's a
I'm
horrible
sweet.
influence.
Much too much.
Or the best
I hope that
influence.
I hope that everybody watching likes the fact that I am tongue-tied and I don't know what to say.
The absolute same.
Two gorgeous
Nancy
women.
loves it.
And
Two gorgeous-
Nancy.
and my
Nancy.
wife.
Three.
And Nancy.
Three gorgeous women.
But one doesn't want me.
That's
So-
true. And you're married to her, so that's a shame. That's a shame.
Oh, I don't believe that for a moment.
But I have to tell you, the talent that we have on the show today is absolutely immense. It is just, if you haven't seen a show, see a show. They seem to be almost every week, and they are absolutely worth the ticket price. I have been tongue-tied. It is a dream of mine to meet the Golden Girls, and we have them here today. We absolutely have them here today. And it is just so amazing. We're just so happy to have you guys.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Oh.
So do you travel?
It's an honor.
Very rarely now because of my daughter, but I will travel
We've
like
got
within
to get
3
her
hours.
to a show,
Oh
Nancy.
no, I'll get her to a
Yeah,
show.
we'll go.
Yeah.
Go to
I'll go.
Tarrytown or Brewster will stay. There's plenty of little
Absolutely.
hotels we could stay
Little
overnight.
boutique hotels.
A
we
little
could have-
Airbnb.
Little
Little
Airbnb.
Sounds like a good
whatever.
weekend.
It
Yeah.
does. It
Girls on the
does.
town.
Girls on the
You know
town.
what I wanted to ask?
You can use this
You
tape.
guys
Here.
do the hocus pocus.
Here you go, my dear.
Thank you.
That is coming. We usually say that for a Halloween show, but we have Hocus Crocus is our version. Keith wrote Hocus Crocus. We performed it all last year, and now he's writing Hocus Crocus 2, which will be premiering up in the Hudson Valley. And November 1st, it opens for 2 weekends, a stage version, minimally interactive, and that will be at the Playhouse at Museum Village. Yes, in Monroe. Yes.
So-
I'll be there with
Road trip.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna see that definitely.
Absolutely. I'll come with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
So
already have
Keith
a
couldn't
group
be
going.
here with us today because he's too busy. He's constantly writing these shows. He is constantly honing his characters. Absolute genius of a person. But if Keith was here today,
Yes.
what do you think he would have to say about the upcoming events? Like, what are the events we absolutely have to hit?
Well, again, the new venue, the Silk Factory, is in Newburgh.
8th.
July 8th is
July 8th.
absolutely gorgeous. He actually sent us an Uber, and we went up and we checked it out. 2 floors of beautiful imported furniture and just amazing space in the heart of Newburgh, right near the waterfront.
He takes us to the best places, Benny.
Yes.
You gotta tag along next time.
Oh, and that's...
I will.
Oh, please, you don't have to tell him twice.
Yeah.
He
His
sounds
whole
like a real
world lit up.
charmer, this guy.
Yes.
He
Oh,
is.
and he got us, I'm telling you, that City Winery, an amazing place. They treat us very well there. We're very pleased with the City Winery.
And City Winery is July 17th, right, for the Golden Girls Drag Bingo?
And July 29th for Keith's birthday show. So that would be another nice road trip to take. Big celebration, and that is with Miss Scarlett and No Clue, and Wadsworth, and Mrs. Peacock.
Mrs. White,
Yes.
Yvette the Maid.
And we can't forget about, I believe it's August 27th, is Hidden Rose in Wappingers Falls. And that is a musical murder mystery, and it's called Scare Spray.
Scare spray.
On Hairspray, one of Keith's
gosh.
few musicals, and they have some wonderful musical talent that will be singing live, not lip syncing, singing live.
Oh, wow.
Scare Spray.
And where can they find this? What is the website again?
www.murdermysterymanhattan.com. Or
Absolutely.
like them on Facebook under Keith Dougherty, or there is a Murder Mystery Manhattan page as well, and there's also a Murder Mystery Manhattan fan page on Facebook, which please join.
And we'll be sharing all this info after the show as well, because like I said, this is not to be missed. This is not your amateur community
Right.
theater. This is a
Right.
real professional, great stuff. Nancy couldn't stop talking about it, and now I can tell you why. And if you see this, you absolutely know. So I'm absolutely going to one. I will post up the one that Nancy and I will go to. We'll talk about it and figure out a date. And we hope that you guys will join us there. We would love to see you.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
you know,
I'm going because I didn't realize how
I didn't
attractive
invite
both
you,
of them are.
Benny.
Oh,
I didn't
what a
invite
sweet
you, Benny.
talker.
I'm just kidding. Of course you could
He's
come.
coming home in my suit.
Well, if Benny's coming, we have to get rid of Blanche because I won't have a chance then.
Oh.
That is
Blanche
true.
is crazy.
Oh,
She
My
is.
goodness.
Goodness.
She'll
is
pounce on
crazy.
you, Benny.
Oh, she will.
Oh my goodness, she's something else. She's
She'll wear me out, huh?
And Rose, hilarious. I mean, Rose is Rose. I
Rose
mean,
is Rose.
Rose
Dorothy,
is
may I
Rose.
Oh, thank you.
She could get lost in the driveway, that one.
Yes.
She does, actually, that she, poor thing. Her heart and brain will always be back in St. Olaf.
Now, when I first heard about this, which was on Windows on the Lake,
Yes.
all right, you know, I was reading about it and everything, and then I started to talk to some girls, and I actually filled 2 tables at this show. And it was beyond my expectations. I mean, I've been to a bazillion shows.
A gazillion.
Gabazillion.
A gazillion,
A
Gagootz, a
gazillion, wow.
gazillion.
It's not even a word, but
It's
that's
a word.
the amount of
It
shows
is.
that I've been
It's
to.
Italian.
I lived in Manhattan for 17 years. I mean, I've done it all, believe me. And most of you who know me know that. But this show blew me away.
Oh.
It blew my flip-flops right off.
Straight off her.
Because they're that talented. But by the middle of the show, you really think there's no question.
Absolutely none.
No question.
Absolutely
And
none.
It's written. So this was a murder mystery show. So you had to guess everything as to what it was, and they gave you things to
You're
figure
getting them
out.
so excited here, right?
Yeah, and,
Oh, he
That's
needs a
a
little
fan,
fan.
yeah.
Oh, Benny.
and it was just
Can be
great.
anytime.
So are you guys going to be back to the one on Long Island at all?
We're talking to them about dates. It's going to be sometime in September.
We need you on Long Island.
Yes,
Absolutely.
back at Anthony's Windows on the Lake. It's going to be a new Sopranos show that they're going to be
great.
doing. And a little added treat, they actually told us a cast member from the actual Sopranos from HBO will be attending and
yeah.
selling some of his Soprano merchandise.
We have quite a few of them who live on Long Island,
Yes,
Yeah.
at,
Well,
at
I
the
want
show.
tickets right off the bat.
Yes, and we
Where?
were there. We did Hocus Crocus there last year as well. That was a little musical number in that
I'm
one
not
as
going to
well.
say anything. Listen, my birthday's early October, late September. If we can get something going on Long Island, we will certainly all be there.
And
well, we're
you
gonna
know
have
what?
to
Yes,
work on
certainly.
What I
we'll
love
be
too,
there.
the singing is not lip syncing.
No.
It's real singing. That's great.
And it's real talent, people. Like I said, it's not your community theater. These are extremely talented people. And Keith, unfortunately, couldn't be here today. I wish he would be here because he is just a genius. If you could think of all these different shows that he does, all these different characters he comes up with, it's incredible. And to actually have this Golden Girls experience, you know, I've been watching them since they were syndicated on the show.
Oh, haven't we all?
And to feel like we're here with them. And you can feel like this too if you come to a show. And we'll let you know which shows we'll be at so you can join us.
Yes. And you know what? Why don't we have a little slideshow of 4 of their upcoming shows.
Let's show it.
We showed it in the beginning. Well, let's show it
Yes,
again.
we hope to see you.
Roll it, Bobby.
Bobby. Is he single?
Yes, he is, yeah.
Oh.
And we're back again.
Hello.
We hope that you found one of your favorites that you picked from that lineup. But again, we're going to post all the information for their upcoming shows and also let you know when me and Nancy and maybe Benny, if we allow him out of the house.
Oh, you must bring Benny.
We'll see. He's not great in cars.
No?
Gets a little car sick and he's always kind of smoking the chuba.
Oh,
You know,
Benny.
and it gets all in my
Oh,
clothes.
look, hey, Sophia likes that.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, another one whose whole world just lit up.
So we'll let you know which ones we're going
I'm big
to.
into edibles, Sophia.
Oh.
Is there some in this?
Tell her your big edible idea.
I have this idea for my own business. I'm going to make edibles with a stool softener and a laxative in them.
Ma!
So I'm
That
thinking
sounds
of,
like
double
the perfect
whammy.
I'm thinking
combination.
of calling it a Stonalax.
A Stonalax.
Stonalax, yeah. When
Benny,
somebody
you had me at stool softener.
So cute. I can't.
This way, you're stoned and regular. You're high and you're regular.
Exactly.
And we
I mean,
love
what's better?
that.
Yeah.
We love that.
And if
I'm
somebody,
gonna invest.
Yeah.
We'll discuss about what you're
she
going to
might
do.
invest. Oh, cool.
Well, we know she's on a budget. Dorothy was kind enough to let her out of Shady Pines and let her move into Rose's home, and they all share a home together and enjoy cheesecake at night.
I've been stealing cash
cheesecake.
out of their purses every night.
Just a little off the top.
Just a
But I
little.
give you an allowance, young lady.
Where
and
do you think the
steal
change
from
goes?
me? Ma.
Plus, you have Salvatore.
And Luigi.
Yeah. Well, Sophia is very busy on the show and very
I am.
busy in real life. It's just it's too much. And Dorothy it seems to me endures so much heartache. Gives and gives.
Don't
and
rub it in,
gives.
Jen.
It's okay, pussy.
I sit home alone singing Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week.
And
Well,
the
they
dent
go
on
out
the-
on dates.
I'm telling you, the dent on the sofa keeps getting bigger and bigger, deeper and deeper.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, pussycat.
I've been
it's
sleeping
just
over.
the
I'm
truth.
so sorry. That's my fault.
No,
They taunt me.
you'll find your man.
Yeah. What was Dorothy? What was your ex-husband's name again?
Oh, we don't talk about him.
Yeah, we don't talk about
He's
him.
a
You're right.
chooch.
He's
Stan.
a Stan.
But I have to say, Stan,
Gave you a
unfortunately,
beautiful daughter.
there is a new script in the works, and it's the brand new Golden Girls, I think, episode number 6. It's the Golden Girls Gone Wild, or Stan is Back, is the new script. Look, you heard it here first. Nobody else knows.
It's a
on the
Gagootz
Gagootz Show.
exclusive.
The Golden Girls Gone Wild, Stan is Back, coming soon.
That I really
Wow.
want to see
It's-
because I
it's-
love the episodes he was in. I absolutely love the dynamic between Dorothy and then her daughter gets involved, and it's always like a whole thing. And
He
especially the
sells
flashback.
artificial dog poop, you know.
That would make sense for Stan.
Yes.
The fact that he's even like holding onto a job would be like chef's kiss.
What'd you think of
Or
his
his toupee.
toupees?
Yeah, he barely holds on to that.
I don't think there's enough double-sided tape in the world, especially with all that hot gas he's got going on.
Exactly. Well, he
Forget
will
it.
be back in the new show, but not in my life.
That's
My
true.
mother is trying to convince me to get back with him, and that's the whole gist. The girls think that I should get back with him, and
I must have been having
that's
a
the
senior
storyline.
moment.
Yeah,
Yes, a
yeah.
psychotic episode, Ma.
Must have been.
Have to get her checked for a stroke.
Exactly.
That's too much.
Well,
We
she
don't-
had a small one, years ago, which rendered her annoying.
Enough of that.
I can't. This is fantastic. This is like what dreams are made of.
Are these up for grabs for later?
Ma, put them in a napkin at least. God knows what's in the bottom of that purse.
Her bag's clean. It's just some Xanax.
Oh,
Little Xanax down
please.
there.
All the money I stole from you that I mentioned is in there.
I can't.
You can't take her anywhere.
I can't.
So throughout all this, I see all the pictures that you guys have up, and I'm talking.
What was that?
Looking
Have another
over at-
sip, Jen.
I
looking over at
distracted him.
Sophia eating that cookie. I just almost died. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so sorry.
They're delicious,
I'm not
Nancy.
stopping
Thank
on
you.
the way
Yeah.
home 6 times like the way here. I'm just letting you know.
Also, our beautiful sponsor who's sponsoring our upcoming shows, before I came here, we did meet and have a bottle of wine, which got me really geared up for the Golden Girls because, as I said, I have the rattan room and huge fan. And I cannot believe, like I said, the immersive experience that I'm getting at this moment. And I really hope all of you are listening and will go to the website and come join me and Nancy. And maybe Benny.
Please, we'd love to see
And
you
she
all.
didn't even have any Stonelax.
Yeah, not even one Stonelax.
That's later.
Yeah, that's for after show.
So do you like Stonelax or Buzzalax?
I like
Buzz Blaster.
Stonelax.
Stonelax.
It's got a nice ring to it. What now? What I do?
I don't like this conversation that's going on here right now, Ma.
You'll
Make it
accept
Give me a
it.
piece of that cookie.
All right. It might have my germs on it, but
It's,
they.
oh.
They get older, it's like they get younger.
Oh my God, Nancy, did you make these?
No.
Oh my God, very good. Benny.
Did you notice she arranged the pepperoni like it's a?
I
like
know
it's a
the pepperoni
rose?
looks like a little flower.
A little.
The
I noticed
attention
the
to detail
details.
is amazing.
I knew I
know.
loved her.
That's why she's our marketing manager.
I
She
want her
just-
as my manager. Let me tell you,
Oh, she's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
the queen of Facebook, queen of social media.
For sure. For sure.
You're a very lucky man, Benny.
Thank you.
But let me tell you how
Thank
you
you,
could be
Dorothy.
luckier.
Oh.
Ooh. should I leave?
Listen,
Like,
well,
should I go?
Blanche isn't here. We could make a little sandwich, right?
A
Oh,
sandwich.
really? Wow, I always want to do a mother-daughter twosome.
I'm gonna leave.
I meant with Nancy,
Oh.
not with my mother. What kind
That
of
would be
show is
too
this,
weird,
Benny?
Benny.
What?
Plus, I don't
You're gonna get pulled
Uh-oh,
off the
he's
air,
disappointed,
Benny.
though. Look
This
at
is
that face. He's disappointed.
All of a sudden, we go straight to NC-17, and you'll never see any of us again. At least the two of us, but you will see them because
So,
I'm telling you.
Dorothy
it
and my
sounds
wife
amazing.
is okay.
I mean, as long as I'm not there, it's
And
fine.
then I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Oh, see?
We should
Boy.
talk about how Keith's shows are all immersive, though, right? Like we like to be with the audience.
Oh yes.
Play games
that
with
fourth
all of
wall
his shows.
comes down, and he brings the audience in. When we have the Honeymooner show he has with Ralph Cramden and Ed Norton, and they audition for the Handy Housewife Helper, and they pull people up from the audience with cue cards, much like I Loved Lucy, where they audition for Vitamita Vegemin. Correct?
Oh, wow.
Correct.
One of the best episodes,
Didn't
Vitamita
I
Vegemin.
believe in. Now you said you get the audience involved, and sometimes you give prizes, right?
Oh, yes.
Because I believe Nancy won a prize.
What'd you win, Nance?
Bag of popcorn.
A bag of popcorn.
It's what we lovingly call the Clueless Award for the answer. We say clueless, but it's actually the ballot, the answer that makes us chuckle the most. And you had made us laugh the most, Nancy.
Not
And-
only is Benny funny, but ipso facto, so is Nancy.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
she
must-
might be funnier
you
than
must
Benny.
be a riot at home, the two of you.
You got to hear when I get a text message from one of them, I know another one's coming through, and I could just picture them at home yelling at each other, and me just getting all the texts, and I'm like, how do I respond to this?
How-
So all I do is I screenshot each one and send it to each other.
Oh, I see.
You won't catch me in the middle.
And how did
I love
you
them both.
meet them?
Well, Benny is just so charismatic that a long time ago he met a family friend of mine when he was in kindergarten, and they dated in kindergarten because he is such a
kindergarten,
ladies'
yes.
man.
He started young, Ma.
Yeah, and they stood friends until they're, I don't know what age he is, like a 95? Like they stood friends for that long.
Yeah, we're still friends.
It's crazy.
Wow.
And Nancy, of course, he
You're a
marries
good
Nancy.
one, Benny.
Yeah, he marries Nancy, and Nancy's just absolutely wonderful. I would even call her intriguing. There's so much
I
behind
know.
Nancy. There really is. There's
So-
layers like an onion.
So anyway, we met. How did we meet? Because this
At
is
a party.
an onion. You put,
At a party. Can I at least express myself once in a while, Benny?
All right.
Jesus. We met at a party. Fine. You want to just say that?
No,
Fine.
no,
We
no.
met at a party.
party
Oh,
for.
Sounds like there's more to that story.
Yeah, I
Bob.
know.
My no.
They'll tell us off
my
air, I
my
think.
girlfriend from kindergarten.
Who we still
She's
keep in touch
friends with Jen's parents,
I see.
and Jen's father is a pilot.
Was a pilot. Yep. he
Was a
retired, yep.
helicopter pilot.
Yep.
And I make aircraft parts.
So I like to talk to him about.
Oh, that's your sideline, Benny?
Yeah, that's my sideline.
Oh.
Until the stool softener edibles kick in.
Yeah,
That's it.
until that
I
takes
think-
off. That's what we're gonna.
That's
do for
starting to
now.
take off, though.
Yeah, it's starting
Oh, I
to.
can't wait
yeah.
to hear
It's starting to
it.
loosen up.
It's a flushing business.
You have so many layers, Benny.
Oh, we're back
We'll
to
be
the
peeling
onion.
them
Back to the
back.
onion. But the great thing about Benny, and I hope you guys find this as well, and Nancy as well, is once you meet them, they're there forever, and they feel like they've always been. You can always call Benny and Nancy, and they will always, have some advice to give you or show up to support. They're just the most wonderful people. Honestly.
I've seen
Don't
that.
touch
I've
me. Don't touch me.
experienced that.
I'm just kidding. No, but really, they're.
This is from the studio.
Yes,
really,
from
and
the
that's so
studio.
sweet.
And it's not
You
just
know-
because our sponsors are keeping me a little buzzed. Like, that's
we love
fine.
those sponsors.
We really
Keep
do.
it pouring.
Keep it
I have
pouring.
a present for both of you.
Ooh.
Benny, hand it over.
Ma,
This is
Each
too much.
get
Gracious.
a Gagootz show calendar, magnetic calendar.
for the fridge, Ma.
For the coupons.
With
Or
a
as my mom
coupon
says, coupons.
for pizza.
Pizza.
Oh my God, Ma, look.
This is amazing.
So our guest traveled all the way from
No
Miami to
kidding
be
enough.
here today, and it is so very exciting
Cookies
for
next
us.
to
And
cookies.
I can't believe they actually made the show.
Wouldn't
You
have
guys
missed it.
have to check them out. Like I said, worth
Oh, yeah.
every
Ooh.
cent. You will have the best time. Absolutely immersive. Keith Doherty, who's unfortunately Doherty.
Doherty.
Oh, he'll answer to anything, trust me.
Just don't call him tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
Oh.
calling. Is what I'm saying. But
No, she didn't.
absolute genius. And everybody we've seen on this show is incredibly talented, and it is so hard to find a show that's fully immersive with incredibly talented cast that also serves alcohol. Yeah,
Something to be said for that. We'll have to
Something-
get your sponsors involved. Wouldn't
absolutely.
that be wonderful?
Cheers. I would love to
Would
just
be.
throw a little cheers your way. I know you're not drinking. If you have a cheese, okay, perfect.
Oh, wait.
Cheers, Ma.
Cheers.
Oh, Benny.
Benny, let's cheers.
Cheer me, Benny. Cheer me.
So there was something else we wanted to talk about as well. We are so happy to have the Golden Girls here, but also we have a show coming out.
We have a show coming up.
We
Tell
do.
me
Tell us. You're
more.
holding out on us,
The
kids.
Gagootz exclusive. We have two
it-
Gagootz exclusives today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
So-
their Gagootz exclusive, and now ours.
Now our Gagootz exclusive is, the poster is right up there. We have a show that's going to be at Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown in the Giggle Room.
Yep.
On Saturday night, August 12th.
Yep.
And it's Jen and I, and Lou Pratz, and Lou Pratz will be on the show.
Love Lou.
Allison Persky has been on.
Yep.
Mezzy Sarah, whom I
Gotta get her
love.
on.
I haven't met her in person.
So funny.
And my very good friend,
Janice.
Janice Massetti.
If you haven't met
So-
Janice Massetti, she is a fireball. She is just energy, intense, and like you can feel the heat coming off of her. I don't recommend sitting right in the front, but you probably should if you want the full experience. But the
It's going to
heat
be a
coming off
great
of her,
show, and
it's going to be a great show.
There'll be a few surprises.
I
and
think
when I
so.
say surprises, it's not going to be one of those shows where you think it's only 6 performers and it turns out to be 20. That's not happening.
No, that's not us.
But there's going to be some surprises in there.
Right.
It's a Gagootz. We're billing it as the Gagootz show.
It's the Gagootz
Line.
show, and we firmly believe in giving you quality entertainment. We would only bring the best quality guests to you. So as we've done before and as we continue to do, I mean, we're kind of setting a new bar today, But as we continue to do, we will be here to entertain you. I suggest you get your tickets right away. And one more time, where can they get the tickets? I know it's Murder Mystery, but let's give them the full URL. So that way we know.
www.sayitwithmema, murdermysterymanhattan.com, or Facebook, Murder Mystery Manhattan, or Facebook, Keith Dougherty.
Keith Dougherty also is a very handsome man.
Oh.
You might. There's a beautiful picture of him on laying on a lanai, and he's spread out.
We spoiled him with the lanai. He did come and visit us in Florida, so he kind of made up his own little lanai. He lives in Tarrytown, actually.
Oh, does he?
Yes, he pretends he's on the beach. He's really on the Hudson
And
River.
meanwhile, too bad he couldn't come down. We'd love to show him the beach of Long Island and things.
He would love that. Well, you know what? There's always another time.
There is absolutely.
You don't have to tell him twice, trust me.
Because I have a guest room with a private bathroom upstairs in my home.
We'll have to tell him.
We will have to tell him.
He loves Long Island. He actually was so busy out here doing shows that he contemplated getting a little pied-à-terre out here.
Honestly, you've said having a pied-à-terre in the city or out east is so necessary when you become so successful like Keith. Because his genius is just, it knows no bounds, you know? And it's so hard to be a creative and actually get the money you deserve. So we're really hoping that our audience will come out with me and with Nancy. We're going to get bombed.
Nancy.
We're going to have a good time. I'll drag Benny along in the car. You can't smoke weed in the car with me unless you share.
Outside, I'll share.
Nancy be taking her own wheels.
Oh, don't worry.
Nancy will be behind.
There's no
Nancy
smoke in my
doesn't
car because of my
You
daughter.
can come with us, Nancy.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't like the smell.
I understand that. I get
Rose
it.
will be the designated driver.
There we go.
Oh, great. We'll never make it.
Oh, I'm telling you, I know.
We'll end up behind a herd of cows. That's what's going to happen.
Probably would. She sees him, she
Goes
veers
right for
right
him.
toward. Like Dr. Doolittle, she talks to them.
Yes, they're spirit animals. She just talk. All about St. Olaf and Charlie. You ever been stuck in a car with Rose?
No, you have?
Tell me about
Charlie
it.
this, Charlie that. And it's like, I have no idea what you're talking about, you know?
Torture.
Beautiful
Until
girl.
she hit Miami, though, he was the only man she ever slept with.
This
believe
is
it
true,
or not.
absolutely.
Yes.
But she did have a lot of boyfriends.
56.
Yes. Yes.
Which blew my mind.
Did it?
It did.
Oh, she also won a beauty pageant in St. Olaf as well.
She did, believe it or not.
But there's not a lot of people in St. Olaf.
No.
Not a lot of
Population is low.
competition.
Not a lot, not a lot.
You know what? We've had so much fun.
I have had
This is
so
like
much
I've had
fun.
more fun. Oh
Thank
my
you
God.
so much
We're
for
not
being
leaving.
here.
We have Dorothy Sporsnack, we have Sophia with us today, and we hope to see you guys soon at one of their shows. I am stepping all over Benny. Go ahead.
No, thank you for watching the Gagootz Show. Thank you both for being here.
thank
Dorothy
you.
Sawback and Sophia.
Barilla.
Oh, I got a kiss.
Oh.
Everyone have a wonderful week, and we'll see you
Jen
soon.
Sordelin.
We're
See
back.
you in 2 weeks. We're
Good
back.
night.
We're back.
We'll see you in July.
Take it away, Bobby.
Bobby and Nancy, thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Love you,
In honor of
Nancy.
Nancy, I have to have another piece of meat.